Hello, if we haven't met before, my name is Cath, and I'm here to talk about awe, A-W-E, awe, that sense of wonder. And what I want to go into with you is, of course, the scientists have looked at awe, so we'll visit them a bit and see what they have to say. But then I want to talk about awe from the perspective of what I wrote about in my book called Vital Signs for Life. And at the end, I want to give you a suggestion that I just learned today that I thought would be just a simple way to put more awe in our lives. Awe, really, a sense of wonder. As we're buzzing around through our days, trying to fit too much into too little time, I'm just saying, this sense of awe, as discussed by our scientists, has these kind of benefits. As you can imagine, ups our mood, lowers our stress, increases our sense of altruism and caring for others. It also, it has an interesting effect on our sense of time. So it kind of expands our sense of time. That's a good thing, rather than buzz, buzz, buzzing. More of a sense of, more time. And the interesting other thing I learned when I was looking at what the scientists have to say about awe is it may in fact decrease our sense of materialism, our attraction to materialism. Some of us could use that a little bit. And that was based on a study they did. Of course, there were two groups, one who was exposed to a sense of awe and the other not so much. And then at the end of it, these two groups were offered two things, a choice between a $50 backpack and a $50 iTunes gift card. Well, what they found was that the ones who were most exposed to a sense of awe chose the experiential iTunes gift card over the materialistic backpack. So I'm not sure if that bodes well for our capitalistic society, but it couldn't hurt. So I took a look at awe when I was writing about Vital Signs for Life, and I was concerned about, not so much concerned, but interested in the idea of reverence as part of the good life, frankly. And so I wrote about it in my book, and this is what I had to say. The main point being that you would think that the fact that we even exist, that you and I are here, would provoke an extreme sense of awe. When you think about all that had to happen for you and I to be here, isn't that amazing? And so here's what I have to say. With you and I are the results of long lines of sperm meeting egg, and on and on and on down through generations, first uniting and then cell by cell dividing and multiplying until we miraculously become a self entering through our mother's body onto earth and walking around living a life. Now that is awesome. And then another thing I thought about is while we're sleeping, the earth is rotating and eventually it's sending sunlight. Sunlight is touching it at all points around the rotation till eventually it comes back to us and it appears like the sun is rising and nudging us awake with its touching and lightness. That to me is awe. So let's do an experiment together. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, and I'm going to mention some things that might induce a sense of awe in you. So join me, please. Take a break. Rest yourself. Close your eyes. The ability to stand upright, move along, one foot in front of the other. Awe. Our hearts beating year after year, seemingly without needing our assistance, beat by beat, by beat, by beat. Whew. A toddler, speaking all of a sudden in sentences. Ooh, how did that happen? First breaths and last breaths. I was in the presence of both of my parents, each when they took their last breath. I don't know if you've had that experience, but to be in the room when that happens, sacred, very full of reverence, awe-filled. Love, the feeling of love, one for another, thee for me, we for us. When the world gets a touch too real, and oh, can't it though, it's a great way to resettle into a peacefulness is to focus on something with a sense of awe. And the idea I want to leave you with is something that I just came across myself. It's called awe walking. Take an awe walk, and maybe even take your camera and just walk with the intention of being inspired with awe. Oh, that flower. Ah. Oh, that breeze flowing across your skin. Ah. Oh, that person that smiled at you as they passed by. Another being walking around in a body, step by step. Isn't it just amazing? Life. May you be awed by it. This is Cath. Thanks for listening. TuneUp number 2 of 30. I hope you'll visit again. Maybe even subscribe. Who knows? See you. I'm at humantuneup.com.